Alright guys, welcome back to another video, and in this video I will be reviewing another game for the Nintendo 3DS. Now previously I reviewed this. This is a new Art Academy for the 3DS, and it's a similar game to this. This time it's Pokemon Art Academy, and it's been out for a while now, and in case you haven't heard of it, yes, it's another drawing game and it's based on Pokemon instead of realism and that kind of stuff. Now I didn't get in box and whatever. I didn't get a new I only got the cartridge, so I can't really show you the box, but here's the cartridge if my camera does focus on it. And it's pretty much basically the same as what you get on the cover of it. So it looks like this, and just has a Pokemon logo and the Art Academy is right down there, and you can just so that's basically the cartridge. So let's just get into the gameplay, and I'll be showing you everything that this game has to offer, and in the future video I'll compare it to this one, and hopefully that'll be a good idea to help you choose which one is better. So we're just gonna jump into the game, and I'll review this and see if it's any good and all that. So let's go move on. Okay, so I've just stuck the game into my 3DS, and this is what it looks like, and it's unusual, and it has a stupid little building scrolling around over here, and the icon looks like that. It's a Pikachu's face, and we're just gonna jump into it. And this I'll be talking about this game in this video. Alright, so it's loading up right now. At the bottom screen it shows you whatever the normal 3DS does, and it does have some music on it. So it's quite nice music. It reminds me of the Pokemon game obviously, but this isn't actually a game that with adventures and all that, but it does have a story mode to it. What it basically is a well, how can I put this? Well, it's basically an art academy that you enter into, and it becomes a competition and that, and you have to be the best drawer comparing to your rivals and that, and that's normally. Now this game does not support the 3DS, the 3D feature, so if you're wondering why that, get out of your mind right now, because it does have no support at all. Alright, so this is basically the menu screen. That previous one was the start screen where the start button was, and at the bottom we've got 3 buttons instead of 2 on the normal Pokemon, the normal Art Academy, and over here we got 4 buttons. Yeah, obviously. So like last time, I'm going to jump into each one of them and show you what the differences are. So first we have lessons. Now of course it's just like the normal one, but it's set out differently, and we have 8 levels. So these are basically levels, and now just like the last one, you're gonna have to finish every single one of these to get into the next stage, and yeah, should call them courses. So the courses, and they're basically 8 of them, and this is basically the final one. But to be honest, now it is quite a lot different than the new Pokemon, new Art Academy, and but to be honest, it's not like nothing comparable to that. It's completely different, and it just is, I guess. And over here, well, it shows you the picture that you're going to draw, and this Buddha, this old guy here, and that's basically your teacher. And so this is basically set out in 4s, I guess, 4 and then 3, and basically 1 and all. So each of these lessons are from easy to hard ones, and they actually gets pretty hard. I haven't really drawn any, but like last time, you can just skip any lessons, so you can just start it, which I do not want to do right now because I don't know. So in here, right, there are a bunch of Pokemon now. In this group is made, let's just call it a group. So in this group, there are go to lessons down here, and you're gonna have to draw one of these, either Pachirisu or any of these. If you're a Pokemon fan, you probably should get this game because it's based on some people that want to draw Pokemon, and this is gonna help you get better eye. Now obviously, like last time, there's free paint. Now what the heck is this? Nope. Alright, so this is basically like last time, but it's completely in a new way. So over here, what we have is a little images that you can choose to draw. Now this is what it is going to let you help you draw and whatnot, but it isn't going to be exactly as obviously, but it's going to be a little bit different, more of a cartoon like and whatnot. I mean, not like this, but it's more like a very new in it. But to be honest, yeah, it's quite a good game. So let me show you this. Now these are all the lessons that you actually have in the lessons area. But if you want a free drum like normal, what you can do on New Art Academy, like a drum without even having to learn the lesson. So it just shows you the steps, and you can just go back and forward at the same time. Just draw them. So for instance, if I want to draw Trico now, it's gonna be the exact same picture, obviously, but yeah, over here you got a load save. So if you already made a picture, you can just go ahead and use that one, or you can just use the selected one. That's the one that is on the top display right now. And you can also check for new ones, and you're gonna have to use the internet for that, of course, and it's gonna download you them. But I haven't got any, and I don't give a crap. Now quick sketch is something else. So excuse me, you have a bunch of Pokemon over here, and you click on them, and it's gonna show you what you're gonna draw, and it's gonna help you. And not gonna help you, you're just gonna look at the picture and draw it and whatnot. You know, you can do loads and restart this sketch. Now I haven't tried any of that bit, but I'm gonna go into this. Now these are extras, right? I haven't got nothing to do with this. So you have an ID card, and you basically sign it, and give you a little bit of information on what you do, and you can change your signature or your name, but mine is just gonna be like that because that's basically it. So this game is based on an art academy that you entered in, and these are the rules. Now they're not, I don't really follow any of them, but to be honest, what they are is basically tips to help you you know get to the game. Now I'm gonna have to skip this, honestly. Alright, let's just show you then. Alright, so you can pause the video and see it for yourself and that, but I'm just gonna skip it. And yeah, so you can export the pictures and put them into your SD card and whatnot. But let's just see. So awards, and this is basically the awards that you win now. To get that one, you're gonna have to do the final lessons, which are basically extra lessons. And I'm just gonna show you something that, oh no, so this is basically your album. These are all the pictures that you've actually drawn. Now if you see this, I actually drew the logo on this thingy here, the in this game, and I've actually edited it with Photoshop and whatnot. Alright, so this is one of the pictures that I was talking about. Now I've got it not fully finished, but you know, you can do all sorts of stuff, add shading whatnot to it. But that was a Trico lesson that I went on, and it came out like this. And this is an unfinished painting I've got right here, and I'll show you how I drew these. Man, this is basically a random picture. So I've been messing around on this game, and these are basically my drawings. So you can share it by Miiverse. Oh, I never knew that. And you can do it by local play. You know what that is. If you don't, go kill yourself. Alright, so you jump into settings, and you've got some settings here. Button control, what the heck is this? Alright, so left-handed and right-handed or something. Oh no, there's two types of buttons if you wanna choose one, and they display on the top screen over here. But I wanna go with this because I'm used to them, and the normal. And no, oh no, don't do this. Now you can clear the data, and you can use, oh shit, oh my. Alright, so them are the credits and support pass settings and sound settings. Alright, so I'll keep everything on because that's normal. Alright, so what we're gonna do right now, because get into the main part. If you scroll back from here, free lesson, you see this one right here, and this basically you can use a SD card image. So let me just show you that. Alright, so from the last video, my review on the other game, this one, if you can see this, right, the New Art Academy, I've been actually drawing that, and I accidentally saved it, and that's over here now, and I just use this one then. Alright, so now I made a mistake last time, because if you zoom in, it's actually gonna use the aspect ratio that you are now, but if you zoom out, it's gonna leave those black bars on the screen. But normally it does that, but I'll just zoom in, and I use this, so I can just use it right now, but I'm going to show you something else. So this one is when you don't want to use any picture at all, so there's going to be no picture displayed on top screen. Okay, so you can use that, or you can just use a custom image. In this case, I will use it, and it's raining outside, it's going louder. Alright, so I'm gonna use this, and it's just gonna jump me into the game right now. So I'm gonna use it, and it's gonna load. Alright, so it has alright, so it's loaded up. Alright, so that's the top screen right now, and that's the bottom screen, and I'll go through all these menus and everything. Alright, so over here it shows you on the left side, it shows you the brush that you're using. If you can see this right here, the brush, and it shows you the thickness and what color you're using right here. And over here it shows you the, I think that's the layer or something, I don't know. I mean that's the other one, like that's the normal picture that you've been drawing down here, and just change the top image. And that's for undo, the L thing over here, this L, and that is for layers. Now it has 2 layers, but that doesn't mean it gives you 3D pictures to draw on that, because this is something else. Now it's a bit clever, but it's a bit thick as well. Alright, so this button down here is to get your menu popped up, and these are your brushes, and let me just check the controls. Now with this up key, you can zoom in up on the D-pad, and it goes really far in. So that's one zoom, and that's second one, that's third one, and that's basically it. Alright, and that bottom key is gonna zoom out. This one is going to change you between the rubber and the pen that you're using, so you just like, you know, normal, like just for a handy way of doing it, just like instead of having to go onto this and then select the rubber, then press back on the screen and doing the rubber, you just press this and it'll switch between the rubber and the pen you were using last time. Alright, and the right key, like you saw before, is gonna pop up the menu. Now this one here is gonna obviously change that again, and the Y button, don't know, A button, nothing, B button is gonna, what the heck is this? Alright, so I drop it in. Alright, so it's going to let you choose a color, right? So you press B and you can actually choose a color on the screen right now, and that's basically all. And let me just jump into the menus. So you press start button or the select, I think, and this comes up. Alright, so this is something special that is really handy. I've been using that. You can save the image. Oh crap, it's actually gonna save. Right, it doesn't even ask you if you're sure on that, but it's gonna save the image. And if you make a little mistake, I mean if you just draw a little bit on it, you try save it again, it's gonna ask you for overwrite and that, and I don't want to do anything that. So you can clear the canvas, which is pretty much thick because I haven't done anything on it right now. Obviously it's gonna think that the rubber I use, and you can jump into settings and button control and sound settings just like last time. Now I'm gonna jump into this way. So this background of not the top one, but the actual picture that you're drawing. So for instance, if I can use a background color, a flat color, for instance if I use red, that was actually also use a pen. Alright, so now it's shown whatever I've been drawing around, because if it was white, it's all like almost blacked out. It's right here if you can see it. But so this is the color wheel. Down here you got like all the colors in the whole wide world and whatnot, and here are the main bits that you can actually choose. So I chose blue, and it's popped up right here, and that's going to be my background color. See, so now I can draw whatever I want on it, and there's no latency. I don't think there's much of a latency, even though there is, but no, I don't think so. So you can use the SD card image. Now background image is basically you unlock some background, it's gonna put it in the background like this. So I've just drawn that and it's gonna put it in the background. Now this is used for Pokemon, so you can just like draw a stupid little Pokemon here, and it's gonna add the background for you itself. So you have a couple of backgrounds here, and the one that I use for my logo is this one right here, and I put my logo over here. You can see a little bit of lines and that, I mean not that. Alright, and you can just use a lot of different ones. Now they're not looking because I already messed my picture up, but if you you can keep unlocking them. There lots of them that will unlock, but this is the one that I like, the SD card image. Now you can use SD card image to be on your background. For instance, if I want to use let's see, where's the other picture gone? Alright, so I have over here is a picture of Black Kyram over here, and I use this, and it's actually put it on. Now I drew that myself, by the way, that's why it has this stupid Art Academy logo down here. So what I can do right now is oh no, nothing, clear canvas, clear, idiot. Alright, so this is basically the background that I've chosen. I can zoom in, zoom out. Alright, now the way I drew that picture was to trace it don't tell my friends this in school, they're gonna find out how I drew that and alright, so I use this. Now it isn't the clearest that you're gonna get, but to be honest, it isn't really that bad. Alright, so I drew this in the Pokemon Art Academy game that you're looking at right now, and to be honest, I think I'm quite happy with it. I can edit it right now, like, yeah, like there. So now it's got snow on it. I mean, that's not snow, what the heck is it? Alright, so you can just rub it out, and I'll go through the menus now. Oh, forget this joke. Alright, so the top that you chose, and now you can't change that. It's not going to change anything, alright, unless you press the X button to go into your what's all this about? Alright, I got the rubber on. Alright, so see on the top it's gonna do the same one, you know, this and that. Now if you're expecting this to be like a Photoshop, no, it's not gonna be like that. It's a little bit like that, but there's nothing like a ruler or straight line tool and whatnot, but that's to be expected. Now this game is based on drawing Pokemon using the features of Art Academy, and the team Art Academy and Pokemon, they joined up to make this game, and I'm thinking I'm quite happy with this game. I'm just gonna show you all the brushes that we have and whatnot. Alright, so this is basically your all the colors that you got. You can press the down button to bring up this stupid thing, but if you want to use a color, like, you can pick any color that you want. For instance, I want the blue one. You're gonna have to press this and choose the color from down here. So if I want to replace it, you're gonna have to replace it, otherwise you can't use it. You can do this, use this to use all the colors, like in a next level rainbow kind of stuff, or you can use the color picker, which changes its color as you look for a different color of your own and whatnot. Alright, for instance, if I want to use black, it's gonna choose me black. Now I can check all the things out with black color. Now the layer bit, that's a bit different. Now the ones with the red background over here, the brushes, they're actually on one layer, and these two, a pen and a brush, they're on a separate layer. So if you're on this rubber, now there's two rubbers, right? So if you're on this rubber, it's not gonna rub out this pen thing here, and that always comes at the top. So for instance, let me just use a different background for that color, white. Alright, so for instance, I have this, and I made them like so. And let me show you about these first. Now this is the transparency, and this can be used to mix colors, like make shades from black and white and whatnot, but you can just use it a better way. And this is the grid. This is the zoom buttons over here, and zoom out, right? It's showing on the top screen, by the way. This is the undo button, this is the redo button, but I haven't really made any mistake or whatnot, so it's not going to show any of that. And this is a brush size, alright? So for instance, if I use the biggest one and I'm gonna draw it over here, I zoomed out, alright, so I zoomed out and I draw something, alright, it's going on the stupid transparency, alright, so that's about the transparency. Okay, so for instance, if I draw with this blue region of this thingy here, and this is basically the marker pen, and there's no pencils, this is the crayons, and this is basically the spray paint, I think, yeah, spray painting, and this is pastels, right? And these are the paint brushes, the normal paint brushes, and this is the smudge stick. And that is the rubber. Alright, so I've drawn all this. Now if I was to use a different color, for instance the blue I chose, and I color it, it's not gonna rub out this black bit that I use with this. Now to rub out that comes on the front, so you can draw a picture, and you can just, if you make a mistake, you're not gonna have to like get that rubbed out. So if you can rub this out, you're gonna have to rub it out with this one here. So you know, even on the biggest one, it's actually quite small, the rubber size. Alright, and so that's just for a little bit helping more like Photoshop now, comparing to the new Art Academy. So it's got 2 layers. Okay, so this is just like, for instance, if I want to draw a happy face, right, that's a happy face. Alright, so that's a happy face, and if I'm coloring it with, let's just color it green, alright, and make a stupid mistake like that, and you're like, oh my god, you're gonna have to rub that out. So, and normally for a new Art Academy, you're gonna have to rub all this black behavior as well, because you're gonna get rubbed out. But in this case, it's not going to. It's just gonna stay there because that's my second layer. You get the idea, you know that. Alright, so I'm just gonna clear this. Oh, that looks 3D. That looks a bit 3D and that. But I'm just gonna clear it. Alright, so the brushes comparing to the old one, they have got a lot more brushes out here, but they're pretty much useless. I'll tell you why. So for instance, forget these two because these two are separate on their own, and I'm going to talk to you about the marker pen. Alright, so I'm going to zoom in, and that's basically the marker pen. Now it doesn't have a texture, it's basically like a paint brush, you know, like on the computer scrappy paint thing. It's like that. Alright, but then it comes the pencil crayons. So I'll make it bigger, honestly, man. Alright, let me just rub this out, and this is a pencil crayon. Now that is a pencil crayon, but if you keep going over it, it's just gonna go all the way back to normal wherever it was, just like a digital little pen. It has no texture. It's not gonna leave a texture like in the new Art Academy. It's gonna just make it all a green block, and that's the problem with this game. Even though it does have textures, it doesn't really use them. If I was to use this, that's something different, obviously, but it's you know, it's something different with this. So this just gonna fill it up. What the hell, man? Now I'm gonna have to remove this out. Alright, fine, just leave it like this. Alright, so then there's pastels. Now I'll show you another one. What the hell? Alright, I just move over here. So that's the texture in pastel, right? So you can see a texture in there, but if you keep going over it, it's just gonna rub it all off, and it's not gonna show you the texture in there. But what if you want the texture, and what if you want to make the picture look realistic? It doesn't let you do that. Alright, and even the rubber, look at it, just like Photoshop, and that. Okay, so that's the thing about this game. It's not based on realism, even the painting. So see, it has got a nice texture, but you keep going over it, you're flipping it now, make it like a block, and it never runs out. So it's not realistic. It's not realistic, but to be honest, it's not what it's supposed to be made for. Not realism. It's on its own. Now there is a technique using a ruler. Place it down, and you're gonna have to zoom in. I'm just clear it again. Honestly, this game is next level. Alright, so I've zoomed in right here. To make a straight line, grab it at the the top bit over here, and you can just move across, and it should make a straight line now. Depending on what you're depending on the D-pad. This is not supposed to be what the game's made for and whatnot, right? I'm just doing it. Alright, so if you look at the top screen, I made some couple of straight lines over here. Now you can use this with a small brush size and with this, and you can just put the brush like right at the corner of it, and then move across, and you should keep it straight and make a straight line. Alright, you can see right here, it's quite straight, right? If you got eyes, you can see that it's straight, but it's not supposed to be made for that kind of stuff. Alright, so that's basically a Pokemon Art Academy. Now there's nothing much to say about it, because to be honest, comparing it to a new Art Academy, that game is more enjoyable. This game just messes up all your paintings. For instance, if I'm drawing something and I'm trying to keep it realistic enough so I can just fake it and go into the museum and tell them I made this painting and that, and put it up for drawing, and you can get money for that. No, it doesn't let you do that. If you keep going over it, it's just gonna make like a real stupid little cartoon. Now, but that's the thing about this game. It's made for that. It's made for making cartoons. So you're gonna be making Pokemon in this, alright? So the lessons, they're gonna teach you how to make Pokemon rather than real paintings and castles and that. Now the undo button, you can use L or the R to undo, and it's gonna undo the whatever you've been drawing. So I've been making lines over here, and there's quite a few oh, she's going queer. Alright, so if I keep pressing it and no, alright, I can do it forward, and I can make it all again, and it's gonna all come back. Flip, I've been 22 minutes. Alright, so that's all you have to say for this game. I mean, I'm not gonna draw any paintings for you or whatnot, but in this game you can use it more like Photoshop. Alright, I forgot one thing though. Right, quit this game and I'll show you the output resolution. Yes, we can make it go into save, export the images. I mean, quit this. I sure quit. Alright, So let me just go back to the home menu and I'll show you how you export images. It's a little bit different here, and alright, so when you go back all the way, you're gonna have to go on album, and you're gonna have to choose a picture, and you can just see the picture right here, and you can just that's a slideshow. So you're gonna show you a slideshow or whatnot. You can press this to go forward and backwards. Now it's on you know, when you save a picture, it's gonna put it in a Pokemon card, because that's basically one thing about this game, that it's just like more like a story mode and whatnot. But that's the picture I drew, so I can export it if I press that button. So you're gonna have to click on the image, click the options button, and you can it's Pokemon you know, Pokemon trading cards, and you can just change the card effect and like what type is. I go water, so now it's water. You can edit the image, you can delete it, you can name it. Right, I never done this, but let's just do it. Go. Alright, so that's the name, but it's gonna show you right over here. So that's quite cool, and you can share it. Let's see this. Alright, so yeah, you know, normal crap like this. Alright, and then you can export it. So this one actually asks you that. It's gonna save it as a JPEG, just like the last one did, but I'm not gonna export it. I'll show you what it looks like. Where's it gone? Yeah. So you're gonna have to jump into the 3DS camera, and the game seems to be enjoying my review here, so it's yeah, it's more than welcome. Alright, so let's just say I've exported it, because I already have, you know, exported loads of them. So this one's not exported with that. The one that I actually exported was right, it's over here. Now I exported it a very long time ago. Now you can zoom it in or zoom it out. Now I'll tell you the resolution, but what this game does is it stamps the game's you know, logo down there. It says Pokemon Art Academy. So if you're planning on making portraits or whatnot, you're gonna have this every single time you export it, and you can't really take it off. If you're gonna use Photoshop, no, you can't really take it off. You can't do nothing about that, but you can try like isolating it in some kind of tool or whatnot. So this is basically my logo of the whole thing, and the only thing that's important to tell you about the export function is the resolution I put. So now the normal right, this is with the New Art Academy right here, ugly pictures, and so say this one is with the New Art Academy. Okay, so it looks quite nice. You're not going to be able to get these kind of pictures with the Pokemon Art Academy, but the resolution is 640 by 480, and that is correct. I've reviewed that, checked it up, and that's with New Art Academy, right? So with this one, with Pokemon Art Academy, it's going to be a 1024 by 7 I think 768, so that's quite a high resolution. It's 720p resolution kind of thing, so it's not 1280, it's rather 1024 by 768, so that's a much higher than New Art Academy, but where you gonna get with that, and you know whatnot. And alright, so I've got a couple of these over here. So these are one, and this one has some shadings on it, and you can use to shade these, you can use either what do you call it, the spray painting, the spray gun and whatnot, whatever you call it, and you can just spray some dark over there, and that's what I did over here, spray some blue over that and whatnot. So this has been the review of Pokemon Art Academy. It's nothing compared to the New Art Academy, and I'm gonna show you the differences, because you know, there's loads of differences now. It does miss out some features that the New Art Academy has, and I'll talk to you about them in the comparison video about of these two games. Alright, so thanks for watching. If you did enjoy it, go ahead and subscribe. If you want to stay tuned and watch my comparison between these two, I'll be more than happy to. So if you can go ahead and subscribe. If you have any questions about this game that I have not talked about or whatsoever, you can always leave it down in the comments below. I'll be answering them. But for now, goodbye, and see you later. Thanks for watching.